Trieste, even if from remote. My name is Cristina Serra. I'm from the ESOF2020 Communication Unit. We have decided to organize this briefing because it's just 7 days to go before ESOF starts. And so we thought that it was urgent and important that you are briefed about logistics, recent events, and many other things that we are going to explain to you soon. I'm pleased to share with you my colleagues here from the table. On my left, we have Chiara Saviane. She is also from the Communication Unit ESOF2020. On my right side, I have Alessandra Ferrini. She is member of OIC, the local conference organizer. And from remote, we have Fabio Turone. Good morning, Fabio. Fabio is a science journalist, the president of Science Writers in Italy, SWIM, and the chair of the organizing committee of the European Conference of Science Journalism.
Good morning.
Good morning, Fabio, welcome. So, welcome again to everybody, and I'm leaving the floor to Chiara. She will explain to you how to subscribe, we'll repeat an overview, a general overview on the program, and we'll give you many more details on important things to remember. Please, Chiara.
Thank you, Cristina, and good morning, everybody. As Cristina said, ESOF is quickly approaching, and we are really looking forward to it. We hope you're going to join us, and in order to do that, you have to register. So if you haven't done it yet, you can go on ESOF website. The address is www.esof.eu, and under the section Attend, you can register as a media, which means that the registration is free, both for physical and for remote participation. Of course, the physical participation is limited due to the COVID pandemic, but if you can't get access to an event, you will be able to follow it online. During the registration, you will have to attach your certificate or an authorization from your organization or your newspaper. You probably have already heard a lot about the program. It's a very rich program with about 150 events, which are structured on the 3 topical domains, the science program, the science to business program, and the science to careers program. So in our latest newsletter, which hopefully you received a couple of days ago, we have highlighted some events. You may have seen that we have hot topics such as COVID-19, climate change, renewable energies, but also we are going to talk about artificial intelligence, supercomputers, life science, and science diplomacy. Just to cite a few of the events that we have selected for you, on the 2nd of September, there will be a talk by the world famous immunologist Alberto Mantovani on immunity with relation to cancer and COVID-19. Then on the same day, we will have a panel on climate change with IPCC climatologists Filippo Giorgi and Hans Otto Portner. On the following day, we will have a very interesting panel on COVID-19 and on the latest research related to COVID-19 impact on the brain and the possibility of developing plant-based vaccines with the toxicologist Thomas Hartung from Johns Hopkins University. Again, we will have the American economist Jeffrey Sachs and a very interesting panel on scientific infrastructure for peace from CERN to Sesame to the SEAS initiative in Southeastern Europe. But we also have many more keynote speakers, such as the Nobel laureates Barry Barish, Ada Yonath, and the field medal winner Alessio Figalli. Of course, the program will be enriched by an opening and a closing ceremony, and you will be on the 2nd and on the 6th of September, but we will tell you more about this in the next few days in a press conference that will be organized next Friday. The closing and the opening ceremony are actually just upon invitation, but few seats will be reserved for the media, and of course you will be able otherwise to follow it online. During the conference, if you have registered, you will receive a daily newsletter with a reminder of the key events of the day, all the keynote speakers that will be present or that you will have a chance to listen to. So if you would like to get in touch with any of the speakers that are present during ESOF, either in remote or physically in Trieste, you can get in touch with us, writing to press office at ESOF.eu, and we will try to help you to get in touch with them and organize any interview. For more details, I leave you the floor, Cristina, again.
Thank you, Chiara. Thank you very much for this very nice introduction and explanation. I'd like to point out that due to this COVID emergency, the efforts that the whole communication team and the organizing team and the local organizers have been very, very intense and very, very strong. So be happy that we are all here to share this event together. Let's keep going with a brief overview on the press tours that we have organized. You probably received a newsletter a few days ago where we highlighted a list of major press tours divided day by day. We will start on Tuesday, September the 1st, with a couple of events. One is a boat excursion and the other is a visit to the International Center of Genetic Engineering and Biotechnology. But if you follow the program, you will see that many other events like sea watching excursions and other sea events like snorkeling, so make sure you can swim, but many other events like a sea dinner at the historical cafe in Trieste, Cafe San Marco, are available. What is important to bear in mind is that seats are limited, so please choose your event and try to subscribe very, very quickly, because we cannot guarantee that everybody is allowed in. For remote events, things are easier. There are some interviews that will be run through the Zoom platform. So it's enough that you, for any event, that you write to ESOF2020 at oic.it to book your seat and reserve a place in the event. Among the interesting events that I would like to highlight, there are some on artificial intelligence and robotics, also science and arts, which will be run at the Museo Revoltella, another place to visit here in Trieste for those of you who are here in presence. But many other events like a conversation with African scientists who are involved in research on AIDS and HIV or on child malnutrition will be very interesting for many of you, I'm sure. Boat excursions and other visits to the International Center for Genetic Engineering and Biotechnology are scheduled along the way. So please go back to the newsletter and see which are the events that you would like to follow. On a second step, you might be aware that the organizing committee has set up 3 rooms for media and journalists. The 3 rooms are located as follows. There's a media room in Magazzino 28, where no registration is required, so access is free and it is on the first come, first served basis. There you can find personal computer, CD and DVD reader, and monitors and laser printers so that you can work and prepare your articles. Other 2 rooms are the press conference room in Magazzino 27. It's free for journalists, but it's you need to book the room if you plan to organize a conference. And again, there you have a video camera, personal computers, projectors, and all the setup required for connecting and do the conference. The 3rd room is a TV studio, Magazzino 28, where you need to pre-register to reserve the room itself. And in that room, you can prepare your videos. You have a digital professional camera, microphone clips, video recorder, and all the necessary that you might need. Again, major informations are inserted in the latest newsletter, number 11, that you should have received. If you want to book, again, write to pressoffice@esof.eu to reserve your seats. Now it's time to go to some information on the logistics, and I'm leaving the floor to Alessandra Ferrini from OIC. Please, Alessandra.
Thank you very much. I'm here today to offer you a brief scenario of the situation due to COVID pandemic. Well, this situation has resulted in a real change of the logistics for this Congress. And well, first of all, we want you to be aware of the fact that we have to be safe. Our health is our priority, and your health is our priority as well. So you will find some changes rather than the previous guidelines. First of all, we will accept a maximum of 1,000 people on site during the visit instead of the 4,000 that were previously foreseen. Well, we are all forced to wear a mask, as I was wearing previously. And we have to sanitize our hands as much as possible in order to avoid contacts with other people without being sanitized first. In order to avoid people gatherings, we have adopted many systems. For example, you can book and reserve the press tours online, and we can offer you all the information you need online and by email in order not to create queues when on site. Then I would like to let you know that we will sanitize all the equipment in order to provide a smooth and healthy, safe service to you all. This is a very first hybrid event in order to give you the chance to participate in on-site and also online. So for those who are coming here, we are at disposal and available for any information you might need about COVID-19 and all the guidelines you may need to participate safely without any fear. So thank you, and yes, we are here for anything you might need. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Alessandra. Thank you very much for these explanations that are due to the situation. Now it's time to leave the floor to Fabio Turone, President of Science Writers in Italy and Chair of the Organizing Committee of the European Conference of Science Journalism. Fabio.
Hello, nice to meet you. I will go through very rapidly through a few numbers about the European Conference of Science Journalism that we are organizing together with the Association of Science Writers in Italy and the European Federation for Science Journalism. Now I will show you a few slides just to give you very rapidly some highlights of the numbers so far. So the program includes 31 panelists from 14 countries. You can see the list of countries. We try to be as varied as possible. Of course, we have started with an idea of an event most in presence. Then we moved to an event mostly in presence, and we ended up with an event that will be most panelists, or maybe all panelists, will end up connecting remotely. We looked for a gender balance, and I am quite proud of the fact that we found in the end a very good balance with 15 male speakers and 16 female speakers. You can find the whole program, the provisional program, because we hope we were not going to change anything, but things continue to evolve at the link that you can see, ESOF2020.eu/program. As for the registrants, we opened registrations a few weeks ago, and we already have more than 400 registrants from 56 countries, which is for us a very astonishing number. Of course, it's an event that for us is very experimental. It's the first time in our community of science journalists that we launched an event like this, and we raised interest in countries as far as Afghanistan, Kazakhstan, Nigeria, Paraguay, Singapore, and you can see the whole list, including Vietnam. So the hope is that this kind of event will probably contribute to shape future events even after the end of the current health emergency. The registration is free, as I said, but we require everyone to register because we have to know who's interested in our work, and basically we use the channel of registration also as a tool for communicating. There is also the option, we have a venue in Trieste in the Area Science Park, where we are planning to have a small event in person in compliance with the COVID rules. We are now requiring those who expressed interest, so few tens of registrants expressed the interest of being there in presence in Trieste, and we are going to finalize. So before the end of this week, we will make sure that we have enough participants in person to justify the hassle of setting up a venue for that. Otherwise, the event will be 100% online, managed from Trieste, but basically with an interaction mostly remotely. This is the address for the registration. I can just now add a glimpse on the the program. I mean, you have I will give you the link in the chat, and if you have any questions, I'm available to answer them. So, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Fabio. Thank you very much. Okay, I think the presentations are over now, and now we have a question time for you. We will open the floor. Unfortunately, we don't have the hand to raise, but you can write in the chat, and our Alessandro Tavecchio, who's managing the questions, will be happy to unmute you and give you the voice. Please go ahead and ask your questions, if any. Don't be shy. So we were very clear. Everything is perfectly clear. Okay. We have a question for you. Is there anyone who knows he or she will be in person here in presence in Trieste instead of remote? So please show up and let us know. We would like to know you. Nobody? Okay. Alessandro, is there anybody out there? Okay, Nicoletta Carboni will be in Trieste. Thank you very much, Nicoletta. Okay, so I hope it's all clear. The Alessandro reminded you of the emails to use if you want to ask for, if you want to book for a press room, or if you want to book for an event, or any other questions you might have. But there is one more thing that I would like to highlight, which is an important event. Okay, I'll be with you too. Clive Cookson. Okay, thank you, Clive. Roberta Casson for Electro. Andrea Bettini. Thanks, everybody. Good. There is one last event that we would like to highlight for you. Don't miss the 28th of August, the final introductory press conference with more details about the program. It'll be run by Zoom again. It will be a live event at 10 o'clock, and you will receive the link where you can register and participate. So August 28th, 10 o'clock, live through Zoom. If there's anything else we can share, can highlight, your last chance to ask a question. Okay. We can close. Thank you everybody for participating. We hope to see you here in Trieste or again in any remote event. Have a good day, everybody. Bye-bye.